night?
Last night.
Andy, are you an INTP or an ENTP?
ENTP.
ENTP.
Oh, thank you.
What is it like being smarter than everyone else?
Yes, because ENTPs are like the smartest individuals.
That was a question for Andy. It's like being smarter than everyone else.
Well, I'd hope that I'm not smarter than everybody else, otherwise we'd have a problem.
I just love listening to asking that question.
Oh, Audra, this could be directed at you as well.
I don't know, what's it like not being as smart as everybody?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad.
That correlation, though.
It's boring is what it is.
Wonder if I ever think about becoming even smarter.
I like your shirt, Josh.
Thank you. Like yours too.
This is Eric's.
Oh, okay. I thought it just said autonomy.
Well, I want to go make these shirts. It was pretty cool.
Well, why? So you can wear them forever?
Yeah, and so we can rep it. This is like our team, our old team gear and shit.
Or you can just tattoo it on your chest.
No, that wouldn't be fun. That would be painful.
You can tattoo it in your forehead, man. It's a lot cool.
Dude, somebody should get TWP tatted.
Oh yeah, you wanted that on your ass, didn't
Yeah, and as soon as that happens, Eric will shut down the channel.
Susan, you asked me if the video fit, and it did. It really resonated with some of the perspectives I have on things and how I generally feel a social environment should be within a group of people. It's some crazy shit. It's crazy how like all sounds really nice. But it's like, I don't know.
These are nice people.
Wouldn't then like that same video apply to everybody else? Or maybe it just feels like that in my head.
It's because we initially believe that other people are much more similar to us than they are.
I've never believed that.
Hey, what do you guys know about? What do you guys know about tramadol?
Tramadol is technically an opiate, but not really. It's very, very weak. It's made from a substance called theobromine, and it is a Schedule III drug, and it basically is like aspirin plus.
Oh, I get it.
So
my mom had to take it yesterday.
Don't do it to feel good, because it won't make you feel good. If you take enough, an amount that would make you feel good, you're going to get a headache and a stomach ache.
My mom had a
painkiller, basically.
My mom had to take it yesterday because she usually takes Vicodin to like fall asleep because she gets like nerve pain, and she ran out and she took that.
She should be on gabapentin or.
She does take gabapentin.
Yeah, that's for.
It doesn't work.
She takes 600.
Lyrica also is for nerve pain.
Lyrica's yeah. She's telling me that too. My mom can't take Lyrica though because she gets dialysis.
The doctor said I think not with dialysis.
What's the nature of kidney problems?
What's the nature of your kidney problems?
39. Someone's actually older than I am. I'm 37.
Lupus medication.
You what?
The lupus medication?
Yeah.
Methotrexate?
Methotrexate. It's also used for rheumatoid arthritis. It's also cancers.
Yeah.
Medication.
Thank you.
Methotrexate it's called.
Methotrexate.
But it was the only option at the time. So it was
Yeah, I've also given my mom like edibles, but she says it doesn't work. She says she just gets high, and then like her head starts like her conscience starts thinking about stuff, and she can't sleep.
Yeah, but it
She
works
just
different
feels
on different
tired.
people.
Yeah, I was just letting you guys know how it works on her, because I'd rather prefer her like into that stuff than like start doing opiates to fall asleep and stuff. You know?
Opiates are a lot safer than taking Vicodin. Vicodin has Tylenol in it. That's very corrosive to your liver, and
Unless you distill it, right?
cold water extraction.
Dude, have you ever done that?
Yes. And my friend who was a chemistry major, he stole a centrifuge, a small centrifuge from the lab. We used to do it that way.
Let me tell you guys something.
Acetaminophen is soluble in water, but
If you have never done a Vicodin cold water extraction, you are not living. You need to try that shit.
if you've never done Oxy-IR or oxycodone, you have never lived.
Okay, no. See, those, I don't trust those, because those are like legit. You're going to get hooked and you're going to die if you
No.
don't have any self-control.
Well, I did 120 tens in like 7 days. And
Yeah, but you're no like regular person. You're hardcore, dude. What's up, everybody? What's homie's name with the hat on the pillow?
Anthony.
Anthony. And then the bottom. Wait, we got a new. Oh,
Oh, Anthony, you need to stop going to the bathroom in the rooms.
Yes. Anthony needs to stop going number 2 in the room.
what if he needs help?
He should wear a fucking safety alarm, like the one old people have around the wrist.
Dude, we used to make fun of this commercial where it was called Life Alert, and like during class, my friends would fall out of their desk. Like during a test, they would fall out of the desk, and they would yell, "Oh, help! I've fallen and I can't get up." It was the funniest thing ever. Or like those in the staircase chair elevator thing commercial. That shit's pretty fun.
I like them better than escalators, though. Escalators scare the shit out of me. I'm always afraid I'm going to get my shoelace caught in it and get my fucking foot torn off.
And an escalator.
Whenever I go to an airport or any place that has an escalator, I always use the fucking steps. I hate escalators. Yeah, but see, I knew a girl when I was like growing up that actually got one of her toes ripped off from one, so I'm not into escalators. Nah, she wasn't jamming from it. She was crying. More like, oh, I don't know. The worst part is when you step off or when you step on. It's fucking, ugh, I hate escalators.
Josh,
Yes.
from 1 to 20, how beautiful are you?
Why are you asking me that?
I'm curious.
He's a 20. He's a 20 and a half.
I hate you, Habe. I was curious about you, and you dodged
I
my
love you
question.
too.
I hate you with all my heart.
Maybe like
I
a
love you too.
16, maybe? I don't fucking know, dude.
A 16.
I don't fucking
Come on now. I'll give you another opportunity. From 1 to 20, how physically attractive are
This
you?
guy's dumb. Why are you entertaining this guy?
I am done.
That's not a question I can objectively answer.
You can try though.
Okay, I said 16.
And you're being truthful.
I don't know. 15? Is that better? 14? What do you think? I'm 2 or something? I don't know.
He's fucking with you. He does that. He likes doing that.
I don't
It's
understand
fucking
this.
weird.
I don't understand this kind of question. I can't
Can
answer.
you stop being insecure, Hype?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
You don't have to understand this guy.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't understand him. I'm saying I don't really get the question. I can't. I mean, if I had a clone of myself, I would fuck myself, I guess. Yeah.
Woo! God damn. There it is. I think what this guy's trying to do is trying to learn how to love himself. He's having a difficult time loving
Okay,
himself.
on a scale of 1 to 20,
That's probably what he's asking. Exactly.
how attractive do you think I am?
You're putting me in a very difficult position,
You
Josh.
put me in a very difficult position, so I'm.
No, because when you're rating me,
Come on, man.
What you drinking there? Got some Moscato, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio?
Yeah, this is
A white girl.
this is Coppola
White girl.
Francis Coppola Sophia Blanc de Blanc. It's their sparkling white. It's probably the best champagne there is at $18.
are you a connoisseur, Josh?
A what?
A connoisseur?
No, I'm not. Actually, I just I like getting fucked up. So. I don't like alcohol. My drug.
Oh, you dodged the question. Answer the question.
Yeah, he did. He dodged.
Answer the question, bro. Wait. Silence. Your silence is 1,000 words.
I don't like being put on the spot like this, and I don't like really being the center of attention once I make myself the center of attention. So.
Oh, I'm sorry,
The whole
Josh.
rating yourself and other people is really weird. I don't like when people ask me to do that.
I hate that. I hate it so much.
I don't think I'm ugly, if that's what you're asking.
I think his goal was maybe to make you uncomfortable.
I think
Dude.
No, it was really not.
Yeah, congrats. Everyone feel uncomfortable.
Congratulations.
See, this is why I was telling you, don't answer those questions. They're dumb questions. Thing ever.
Okay, so oh, thank you, Anthony. Yeah, 21.
I'd say like a 21.9 even.
I'd say 21.865 for 33333333333.
Yeah, but if you round it, it's a 22.
Catch 22.
5 in there, yeah. All right, I'm a same number.
God damn, my leg's itchy.
Good night.
Got bit by a mosquito.
Okay, I'll sleep.
Good night, I love you.
Good night. Can you close my door? Thank you.
Good night, I love you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you, Mrs. Anthony.
Wait, what?
Oh, we're in
No!
headphones.
Damn it! You saw that.
So what?
Ooh.
So now he disappears after he makes me uncomfortable.
How dare him? He's probably crying because he's ashamed of himself.
Hey,
Woo.
hey,
What,
do you
dude?
find yourself feeling uncomfortable? Normally, how many times a day?
Nope. About 0, but when you come around, it kind of gets amplified.
No, I'll tell you who makes me uncomfortable is John. John makes
Why
me
does
uncomfortable.
he make you uncomfortable?
Because he looks like he's trying to
Because he picks on
seduce the camera, and he doesn't pull it off well, and it's like really creepy.
Seduce.
I like John. John the
I'll say like I always say. I feel like I need an adult in the room when he's here.
Dude, John, Portuguese guy. John doesn't get along with you, dude. He
No problem.
he openly talks smack about you.
You attention-seeking whore. You are fucking annoying sometimes. I will say.
Me?
You sway back and forth like a goddamn tree, blowing in the wind.
Me?
No,
Oh,
what's his
I do
name?
this sometimes.
Steve.
He's talking about
Steph?
Portuguese
Esco?
guy.
Portuguese man.
Yeah.
Guys, I figured out the
Damn, dude.
Illuminati and how it works.
Your pillow looks like a butt, Anthony.
Yeah, I know, it's the point.
It's a really pale ass.
Gave her a little something, and that's what happens.
Is she
Give us a
alive?
tutorial.
Still? Are you sure she's even alive? She's looking really pale.
You know, who does? Why does that even matter to you?
Dead.
You know, alive, dead.
This guy's like one of the necrophilia.
Wait, I'm not the necrophiliac Anthony. That's a different Anthony.
Okay.
Not following.
Hey, have you guys ever heard about the Illuminati? I'm sure you have. I figured out their way of math. It's pretty insane.
Really?
Yeah,
How's it work?
I'll show you. So, like for example, the way their way of math, 31 plus 1 is, I think it's 17.5. That's how it works. That's like the real answer to 31 plus 1.
How do you define plus though? How do you define
adding? See, now what you do is you take any multiple possible. I'll just show you.
This is what happens when you don't go to school, kids. Stay in school. Fuck, I'm getting bit up by all my fucking mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes don't bite me. I haven't been bitten by a mosquito in like.
I found one sheet of Illuminati paper, and then I found another. When they connect, Illuminati, yeah. When they connect, it makes a full sheet of paper. It's insane.
That's crazy.
Illuminati?
Yeah, I know. So then, what happens is... Damn it. So, you have 31 and plus 1. So what you do is you take any other multiple of 31, such as 15.5, and then you draw a triangle around it. And then you take any multiple of 1, such as 1 times 1, and you draw a square around one and a triangle around another. You connect the triangles and add them, and it becomes 17.5.
Wait, can you start over? Can you start over? I can't see it that well. Start over. I want to hear this. I'm serious. I'm not trying. I swear I'm not trolling.
You just think 31 plus 1 equals what?
31 plus 1 equals 17.5.
And how did you get there?
Because the Illuminati.
Explain how you got there. From 31 to 17, whatever.
Okay, so 31. When you divide 31 by 2, you get 15.5, and you get 2 as the two multiples for it. So then when you divide 1, or no, you just get multiples of 1, you get 1 and 1. Now, then it looks like a tree, like a factor tree. So then on the end, everybody always sees the triangle as the symbol for the Illuminati, right? So then on the end of the equation, you put the triangles, and you draw the numbers in triangles. And then you multiply all of the inner numbers in the equation with a square. So then when you multiply all those, that represents like everything that goes on in the Illuminati past the triangle that we don't know about. Then you add everything up, and you get 17.5. So 15.5 plus 2, 17.5.
That's some bullshit. Somebody
So,
talk about something else.
A plus sign equals all of that in between stuff.
No, the multiples of see that square like
You said
right
31
there?
plus 1.
That's all the in between stuff from the factor tree of 31 plus 1.
Well, no, why would you?
It's just the way it works. Don't question it. It's just the Illuminati.
Did you just make this up?
No, it's part of my master plan.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I thought you were actually trying to explain something real.
Neptune. That's funny.
Look it. Remember, this is the master plan. Dr. Diabolico's master plan to commit dastardly deeds. Now, you guys will not get to see the master plan, but I have important things that go in the master plan folder.
Please tell me it's just like an empty piece of paper in there and it's just tons of empty papers.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
I bought a cool book the other day. It's called On Bullshit. And that's what you're feeding us. Bullshit.
Well, that's not the name of my book. It's just
a good book.
dastardly deeds.
Are you gonna try and sell us this at the end of this whole
No, it's
presentation?
my master plan.
Is this like
Can I pay a monthly
like Amway or something?
installment?
The only people right now that are here that are in my master plan right now are Neptune and Janelle. They're the only ones that get to see what's in it.
Oh, so it's like a recruiting thing, right? Like I recruit
Yeah,
you.
you
and
can
then-
be in my master plan
Oh.
if you want to, but everybody else is denied except
Well,
them.
Multi-level, right?
ENCP Pyramid Scheme Illuminati confirmed.
I am the one. My mama called.
My next plan is to
son.
rule Scientology. That's the next. It's part of the master plan.
Every since I was. Hey, somebody knows this song.
Yeah. Logic.
You guys like the song? You guys like the band America?
Noam Chomsky. Language of mind.
Say congratulations.
Communist Manifesto.
Vacation.
And my 1914 version of the Four Socratic Dialogues.
Yes, he is.
Plato.
Oh my god. Fuck, I found it. Look at that. Shit bit me like 10 fucking times.
Yeah, deserve to die.
I don't read fiction.
It was fucking starving. Got bit all over. Ugh.
Third one, Noam Chomsky, Language of Mind. Four Socratic
So
Dialogues
who's-
of Plato.
Who's the person that's drawing? Is that
Kugit's.
she?
No.
Communist Manifesto.
Communist Manifesto.
Okay, thank you. I've never read the Communist Manifesto. I don't know why.
Very short book. It's an easy read.
Yeah.
The Communist Manifesto is not an easy read. The fuck?
I've never read Noam Chomsky.
Well, it might be. I don't know. I remember opening it and being like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's only like fucking like it's like less than 200 pages.
Did you order that book I shared with you yet?
Well, what is
Josh?
What are your favorite philosophers, Josh?
I like Socrates.
You feel on the spot right now?
Huh?
You feel on the spot right now?
No, not really. No.
Because on the spot is something that
I am my own philosopher.
Now, when you
Yes.
ask me about my objective point of view on my appearance, that will put me on the spot.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But if you're asking me about my interests and that's just I can give you.
Josh, pass me the white girl. Pass me the white girl. Pass me. There we go. Let's go to white girl.
Ugh, I forget how carbonated this is.
If you fuck with when it puts your lighters in
Why
the
don't-
sky.
I
How
am.
could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Who's Blanky? Who's
Hey.
Blanky? Just escaped it. What?
Hey.
That's Kit Kats.
Do you want to be rich?
Maybe.
Do I want to be rich?
Yeah.
Oh man, it would be lovely.
Are you working towards that?
Am I working towards that? Well, I made my own business the other day. I guess any individual who is actively pursuing different areas of income is somebody who has a good head on their shoulders, especially when it comes to trying to get rich or something. But I mean, I'm not doing things because I'm trying to get rich, even though one could kind of assume. I don't know. Woo!
What's more important, money or
Money.
knowledge? How do you finish? Money.
I like how that guy was just like, money. What's your question? What's more important?
Yeah.
What or what?
Money can't buy happiness past
money or
which would be food, a good place to live.
Wait,
One
wait,
big
hold on. Money or what?
knowledge and ideas. I guess they're kind
Money
of
or
one.
knowledge and ideas.
Who said that?
Oh, it's how.
Wait, he's asking me, Josh. Fuck.
It's for everybody.
But who said knowledge?
Okay, let me-
I agree with you. That's what I.
Let me
That's what
let me answer this question. So
I don't need money.
I think that knowledge and ideas is better because if you have the capacity to start something that can generate revenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
You won't need money, and it's probably funner too if that was a word, because then in that case you still have to grind.
What if
If you say money is important, that'd be
what
like
if it's
saying,
an either
"Oh,
or choice? You can only have one.
that's why knowledge."
Let's say you couldn't generate wealth. You're not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's part of your philosophy not to. You're only dedicated to one, the pursuit of one.
Okay, then I would get money and then pursue knowledge with that money.
No, you can't. It's either or.
Why?
Either you're rich and dumb, or
Yep.
you're broke, but you have knowledge.
I think I would be broke with knowledge because then you're still hungry.
That's not. Because you could have family money.
That's true. That's
Remember, guys, if you want to be rich and have knowledge, read one book a day.
I think that it did.
Tai Lopez be like,
That's what Bill Gates said. I think.
No, Tai Lopez.
Who?
Tai Lopez
Tai
be
Lopez.
like, I'm right here in my mansion. I've got a couple cards here with his phone. Like, I got a couple cards here in my mansion. You see, we actually just pulled this one out, but as you can see here, I got this whole bookcase right here. All the
Where's that
books I've
ice cream
read
truck coming from?
since my childhood. Oh, it's I actually just pulled into my apartment.
Josh,
I'm gonna go get ice cream now.
Do it.
Yes,
That's
Court.
How
I have
many
some.
books? How many books do you
mosquito bit
normally
me.
read a week?
Mom, can I have ice cream?
It depends on if I have Adderall or not. I have a very short attention span for reading. I like to read
Really?
textbooks. I like to read
If I-
I like to read non-linearly. I don't read fiction.
If I read
Why?
something, I read it all at
Why?
once.
Because it isn't real. Means nothing
But
to
it, it's good for your imagination.
Fiction?
Yeah.
Fiction hurts my head. I can't. It's like. I love writing essays, but I cannot write a narrative and I cannot write a personal essay. But I love writing compare and contrast essays and research papers. I do that for fun sometimes.
I mean, I
Josh.
get what you're saying, but I love stories.
Yeah, I know.
Josh,
You don't love stories?
I have a story I'm working on, but the first outline of it, it's all like side by side research and allegory to my story.
I used to love writing outlines to my research papers.
And in the
yeah.
very bottom is like some dialogue. I'm trying to find it.
I hate it when people are like, essays are so hard to write.
I'm not.
Like, research
I have a good
papers
thesis.
are so hard to write. Like, yeah.
Just 2 or 3 corollaries, then correspond each paragraph to each corollary, and then write a good conclusion, and you're done.
That's simple.
Do you have Evernote?
What?
Evernote?
What is that?
Yes.
Alright, I'm guessing you know.
She's like, I'm not asking you.
I'm going to be 38 next month. I don't know what these newfangled things are.
Do you have like a junk email where you can check the story? I could send it through that.
You can send it to my email. I'll send you.
So just in case there's someone here, you know, if you don't want to share it out here.
I would offer myself, but I wouldn't read it. That's just the reality of things. I'd be like, yeah, share it with me. Yeah, I'm not going to read it.
Who has the ice cream truck?
I know. It's not me.
Sounds happy.
I showed you, Abe, I showed you my backyard once, didn't I?
Yep.
Pretty fucking sweet, isn't it?
What's in your backyard?
I'm fucking skinny dipping there all the time.
No. Once I jumped off of there in a suicide attempt, and I don't know how to swim, and there's like no.
What the fuck, dude? Why? Why, Josh? I would be sad if you killed yourself.
Yeah, me
You
too.
realize that?
Yeah.
That would be very sad.
Dreamless sleep forever. The big nap.
You wouldn't be able to be sloshing Joshin. Everything would be screwed up.
I haven't
Take
checked my
it.
profile in a while.
Remember to take your webcam and then kill yourself when you decide to do it. I want to see it live, please.
No.
These are the things that you shouldn't say.
I'm a manic I don't call it manic depression anymore. I'm bipolar 1 with psychotic features. They took schizoaffective disorder out of the DSM-5. They're all on. They're all about spectrum disorders now. I don't know if I don't like that approach.
You know, one thing I will tell you is, I wish I had the ability to. I wish I could take a course on creative writing or something.
I love.
You have a problem with it, Abe?
I don't really know what it is. Like, I'm sure I can do decently well in it, but
I just make shit up.
That movie the other night didn't.
Yeah.
That's why you say that.
I feel like you're right. You probably just make shit up. That's probably what creative writing is.
Like the first thing I do is I visually see something. Like usually it's the scene or setting or environment.
Yeah.
Or like I close my eyes, it's cold, and then I just imagine the breath. You can see it, and then just wind sort of slowly blows up, and then like, yeah, I go with a lot of sensory details when I do it, and then afterwards I build this like whole world or whatever, just building on it, and usually it's first person, and then I get a vibe of the story, and I'm like, okay, what would be cool? What would happen in this environment?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Have you read Life of Pi?
No, there's a lot of things I
Oh
need to
man,
read on.
that is one of the most in detail, well written books. It's almost like when you read it, you're actually there in some of the scenes that the author describes.
Yeah,
Talks a lot about nature and stuff.
Yeah, I think it might have affected me too when I was younger. It was weird. Like when I read, I need nothing to distract me. I need an absolutely quiet room. If I sit there, then I will finish the whole book usually. But if I get distracted, I'll put the book down and then I won't touch it for a very long time. I have that issue.
Yeah, you were saying?
I was gonna say what I did was when I was younger, I got into Victorian kind of books, and a lot of the stuff they had are very detailed sensory stuff because they didn't have television back then. So for people, they would really describe everything.
So let me know if you can relate to this. Anytime I read something that stands in terms of if it's not interesting, I have to read it out loud so that I can get it engraved in my head. Like if it's for school or if it's for history, I have to be in a quiet place and I have to read it out loud in order for it to register.
I do that sometimes. I also read out loud to help myself practice in speaking better, because there's days before where I would not talk at all.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if I get better at maybe reading this out loud, and I'll be better at speaking better.
Yeah, that definitely helps, especially with articulation and diction and fucking.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad.
What?
Okay, all right. Here's a old paper that I wrote.
I sent the email, by the way, Josh.
I'll send you this link.
I might be interested in reading some of this.
I don't know if it's sent, by the way.
I'm gonna check.
Hopefully, there's a lot of pictures, so hopefully the format didn't get messed up with the email, because I had it in a certain format.
Oh, interesting.
That's an interesting topic.
Yeah. I like this. That's interesting. I remember being in a very, very back to back heated discussion on the death penalty during a debate once. And I think this was probably one of the few times that I snapped during a debate, and I was furious that the people who were going against the death penalty were being so I don't know, they were making stupid arguments, right? And I snapped and I was like, the only reason why you don't like the death penalty is because we can't find any research that proves that the death penalty works as a deterrent for crime. That's because we don't go around watching people and their actions and their psychological responses to, oh, if you do this, you're going to get the death penalty. And I remember just being very upset because they asked me a dumb question and I just went off, and the judges liked it too. It was just very
Why are you always calling things dumb, Dave?
Why am I always calling things what?
Dumb. You call everything dumb. You called me dumb. You call people dumb. What's your criteria for dumb?
The reason why I use dumb and cool, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm used to it.
I feel like it's a word. It's like whatever that I say for everything. It's whatever.
Yeah, maybe it's a bad habit. Maybe it's just because I like it because it's simple. I don't know.
Oh wow, you have illustrations in yours. Mine doesn't have illustrations.
I have my stories. They're all visual. Usually, I see it like a movie.
Well, the way I see, all right, in my mind.
Can you send it to me, please?
In my mind, I see a ticker tape of my thoughts, my inner conversation with myself.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's crazy. I mean, because I'm crazy, and I don't take my antipsychotics like I should.
My favorite
Make me feel dumb.
my favorite thing to do in research reports, and then tell me if you can relate to this, Josh. My favorite thing to do in research reports is to always anticipate what the opposite side will say and create a rebuttal then and there within that paragraph. You know,
That's a good approach.
it's good clash. I feel like professors really like that for some reason.
My philosophy teacher, or my philosophy professor, the one that I had for this particular course, I don't know if he liked me or he hated me because I questioned everything he said just because I wanted to question everything he said. And I actually got him to concede that our text was wrong.
Oh.
I don't know if he did that because he just wanted to shut me up or... The metaphysics of the philosophy paper.
Nah, wrecked.
It might be too that they find it interesting when you go from the other side and argue about it because they read like 10, 20 other papers about the same view, and then something actually different comes up.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is something else.
I like to do like crazy shit with my introductions. Like I remember once I was writing about the stereotype behind what there's this TED Talk speaker that talks about the man box and how as being male you're not necessarily, there are certain like social norms that people expect from you. For example, being alpha, treating women like sexual objects, or not being able to express yourself because you're a man and men don't cry, you know. And what I did was in the intro was like I used one of the songs by The Cure. The song, you guys know what song it is. It's the song that goes, "Boys don't cry," and it goes. It's called "Boys Don't Cry." Yeah. And I remember I quoted them, and I made the connection to like social norms and stuff, and the man box. It was interesting.
So have you read my paper yet, Abe? No.
I read a little bit. I didn't read it. I read a little bit.
I didn't think it is.
It's a little bit too dense for me.
No, it's not.
It isn't, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, I still have this like slight headache and slightly distracting me. So.
But I will be honest with you. I read the title and I kind of can tell that you know how to write.
I love writing. It's fun.
Yeah.
If you look at the first sentence, it's like the wait. Hold on. You know what? I respect people who know how to use the semicolon. Because you can make a sentence pretty much as long as you want if you know how to use a semicolon without making it a run-on.
Yeah, that's my problem. Like, you're going to notice, Josh, when you look at my email, I have a lot of spelling errors, and a lot of it's grammar. It's mostly me making ideas. The grammar is, like, my weak points. My teachers would always have my paper, like, covered in red markings for everything being incorrect, and then it put excellent idea, great job, or like really interesting angle, and then I would get a high grade.
I will read your paper, or I'll read your story if you read my paper right now. I'll read your story right now if you read my paper right now.
Okay.
I used to love it when
because if you are for the death penalty, you will definitely be against it when you're finished with my essay.
I was getting into it, and then I got distracted listening to you guys.
So like. I like it when a professor knows that your writing can go a little bit deeper than what it actually has achieved so far, if that makes sense. And they kind of like indicate that in their red markings, for example. And they kind of let you know, like, this is good, but it could be better. And it's like they realize that there's more potential behind the writing. I guess that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, I found a punctuation error in my paper. Fuck.
That's okay.
Ignore the semicolon after any given situation. That should be a comma.
It looks right to me.
Oh, you know what? It is, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like I forgot the rules because I remember I had to take a remedial class for English, and we went over the rules. My teacher said I shouldn't have been there actually,
A
but it
semicolon
was
can be used to connect two sentences that are related, and
yeah.
it's for like co-joining two sentences through a transition.
Yeah.
How long, Mom? All right.
I'm a bit of a slow reader today, though. So I don't.
I'm gonna have to.
Here, let me just read your paper out loud.
I'm gonna have to mute you guys in order to read her paper, her story. So I'm gonna.
Let me just read the paper out loud.
You want me to read the paper out loud?
I like reading my own voice in my head.
Okay, fine. I'll mute myself.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna mute myself too.
I refuse to mute myself. No, I'm just playing. And I apologize for no citations for sources because I didn't. Well, actually, I did use a couple sources. They were websites, but I generally don't use sources to unless I'm trying to fuck over a professor and use like way too many quotes to make the paper longer if it's something I'm not interested in. This paper doesn't use any sources. Straight from my mind. Ethylene? Is that kind of like ether?
Yeah, I was just trying to find some excuse or something that would, like, get them to cause that.
Ethylene, that sounds like it's some sort of alcohol.
Yeah. I was trying to find something. I didn't feel like digging too deep. I was trying to find a lead on something because, it's like a part of the myth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I wonder if it is something because I feel like it is. I don't know.
Well,
I was trying to find a real world thing.
Polyethylene glycol is a laxative.
Oh, whoops.
You said this is an outline?
Yeah, basically, I kind of had this in my head since like sophomore year of high school. I forgot. I remembered when I first made it. I forgot where it stems from. Oh, it was from the TED Talk I watched, and it was like I just slowly, just during lunch, kind of made up and gathered more information. Like the islands I picked. When I was a kid, I used to have this huge map, and I was bored, so I would like look to the very south part of it, and I found that island. I'm like, ha, that's funny, because I like sandwiches.
The South. The Cape of Good Hope.
Hey, y'all, I'll be back. I'm gonna go with my mom to get some food or something.
I think I need some food too. I'm gonna go eat some
Oh man, it's
Nathan's. I'm
37.
gonna go eat a Nathan's hot dog with sautéed onions and mustard.
That sounds good. Okay, you know what, Josh? I might not be able to finish reading this because I got an early class tomorrow. I will bookmark this and read it because actually I got hooked on it already. Like I'm already like a couple pages in.
It's a very short essay, I think. Yeah,
Wait, you know what? I have a short attention span. Let me just
So do
try
I.
to finish it.
Why?
I can definitely hear your voice when I read it.
Really?
Yeah, you got a lot of that being said, though. I think that your writing style was probably a little bit too vague for me. But those are my first impressions. I still haven't finished reading it.
I think Eric might get it, man. Hey, you think Eric might get the metaphysics of this paper? Where?
You think Eric might?
I know
I'm
you.
saying vague in terms of
What?
I'm saying vague in terms of describing stuff, and I don't know, because I usually go into extra detail about certain things. Like your definition of the two theories is very thought-provoking, but it's not something I can really decipher. Either way, I'll get back to it. I need to go. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
See ya.
I think I'm gonna read my own paper again, just to make sure I didn't make any mistakes.
Looks good pretty much so far. Like the beginning thing you said, like the problem with it is judged with humans, and humans have the faulty, like natural error. I used that same argument when I made a overnight paper about communism for my history. There's nothing wrong with the system. It's just people are in it, and people aren't perfect.
Yes, people are inherently flawed.
And even the ones who start off, if they're good and they have a altruistic whatever view, someone else is gonna take over.
Yeah.
Someone that wants power. So I get this angle. I like that line, the irony rushes like a raging river.
Speaking of communism, I had to write a paper for my ex-boyfriend. I used to write all of his philosophy papers and ethics papers because he wasn't able to. And now that you mention that, Let me see.
Excuse me.
He just could not. He just wasn't a good writer. He didn't understand philosophy, and I had to write this paper for him. I wrote this straight from my mind, but I had to cite something, so I chose a Wikipedia link. You have to choose a side between capitalism and communism.
I play a lot of Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty. Basically, I like the fast-paced shooters.
So I don't know if I gave you the right link.
No, it is about the death penalty.
No, this is a different one. This is the one I wrote for my ex. It's about
Still trying to finish this one.
Smoother, not smoother. God, I forgot I had some typos.
Hey, kids.
Hey, Spacey, is that you here?
Yeah,
What's up?
not much. I just watched a movie with my mom. She fell asleep like always.
Oh,
It always happens to me too.
I'm trying to quickly read this so I can go to sleep because I gotta. Actually, I have tomorrow a lecture with this doctor about pharmacology, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's why I want to sleep early. I'm like, I'm on page 11, so.
Page 11 of what?
Your paper. 11 out of 11.
It's 11 pages?